Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Happy Thursday. Very sorry I am much later than what I normally am. I was celebrating my grandson's first birthday. So Mr. Franklin is 1 year old today. Cannot believe it. So I did make him a very cute birthday card, and that will be going up on my blog tonight. So if you don't already follow my blog, I have the address for my blog in the description box below. It'll also go up on my Facebook page. So he loved it because he wanted to scrunch and do all of that. It's like, don't scrunch my card. And there is a bit of a sneak peek. Hello, Dawn. How are you? There is some sneak peek celebration product on his birthday card, which I thought was super cute. And there is a reason why I chose it as well. So yeah, he had a lovely lunch. So 4 of his 5 grandparents were there, which was lovely, and big sister, and yeah, it was lovely. He was dressed in a little bow tie and suspenders and shorts. Oh, he was so adorable. And he was much better behaved than the twins at the other table, who was screeching. They're in the screeching stage. But anyway, I've now shared the news of the day, which is very exciting. And I said on my Tuesday Facebook Live video that I was going to make some birthday cards. Not making kid birthday cards, but I thought I would grab out the Splendid Day Designer Series paper, and I have a whole lot of use it up bits. And I thought, let's see what we can create with just some paper I've got left, because Splendid Day paper is only available for a few more days. It's available while stocks last. Hello, Miss Maureen. While stocks last, or until the 4th of January. So I thought, I love this paper. Let's use it while I can. I need to put some cards in the mail, because I do have a couple of birthdays very early in January, and with all the public holidays, because we have, hello Jody, we have Christmas Day as a public holiday. We have the 26th as a public holiday. Somewhere between Christmas and New Year, Australia Post have their picnic day, which is another day off, and then we have the 2nd off for New Year's Day, because it falls on a weekend. So yes, everything like between Christmas and New Year, there's always so many public holidays. So let's get a bit organized. Now I have grabbed out the matching Splendid Thoughts stamp set. I do have in my use it up bits. I thought we also may be able to use some sentiments I may have done previously, and I've got the framed florets dies as well. So just trying to hedge my bets, trying to keep this very simple, so we can bang out a couple of cards and not just make one. Okay, so I've got a couple of people here. You can obviously see and hear me okay. How's everyone going for Christmas? It is only a few days away. I've just got wrapping left. Well, I lie. I have to pick up a present from work. I have to put petrol in the car, and I need to get a lotteries pack. And on Christmas Day, I need to purchase 2 gift cards, but because they're online, I can't purchase them till Christmas Day. So yeah, I'm pretty organized, and I have to wrap a couple of things today because I'm seeing people tomorrow. So considering it's 3:05 in the afternoon and I'm here with you, I've got a busy afternoon coming. So let's flip around. Tell me how all your Christmas preparations are going, and we will get this show on the road. And also tell me if you've got the Splendid Day paper, because it is rather gorgeous. And the things you can do with it are lovely, because you've got one side is foiled. Sorry, I'm just going to get this paper while I try not to drop it on the floor out of the way. Okay, let's do a titch of a zoom. There we go. I think we're right. I will go and turn off the overhead light and see how we're going. We are crooked. Okay, that's a bit better. Happy with that. Fair enough, Maureen. Fair enough. I can understand that. I can understand that. You and I have previously had the Christmas conversation that are very low key for you this year. Okay, so I have a whole lot of scrappy scraps in here that are all strips. That might actually work for a background, these strips. And I do have, I already have a card idea. And I've got a number of these mint macaron ovals, which are from the Framed Florets dies. See, they'll go really nice with that. And I have the white frames, so I could be pairing all of these things together. Oh, what if I did just use scraps? Shall we see? Shall we grab this and just see where we end up? I was thinking I could just also just make card fronts with this, and I still may do this, because I really do only have, I think I've got like one full sheet of paper left, and the rest have all been cut up. So this is where we're sitting at. Let me grab a white card front and let me see if I have been kind to myself, and I apparently have, because I have a number of thick Whisper White or card fronts ready to rock and roll. So, oops, my scissors. If I was rich, oh, you could absolutely come have Christmas here with me, Maureen. But yeah, to afford that airfare at the moment, you would absolutely have to be rich. I'm just wondering which way this, because it was already pre-scored, pre-folded. That's the way it wants to sit. And I've just got an edge here, a cutting edge. So I'm just pressing that cutting edge down, and we have a perfect card. Now, when I was flipping through these bits, I did find some already done Calypso Coral sprigs, and I found a pot. Also found this bit, and I've got another, I'll pick it out. I've got another distress gold pot. Oh, see, this is a mini card. This is a mini card that I'm sure we can do something with, because that's from the stamps in Splendid Thoughts. These are all, oh, hang on. We've got another little bitty bob here. Oh, I have a couple of things we can play with. Oh, I have another vintage Christmas piece. I must have missed that when we were making those cards not so long ago. I have all these pieces that we've played with, and I think that is about it, besides all our frame pieces. So let us see here what we have to play with. So So these are same but different. Now I'm thinking I may need to trim these all at a uniform height, so then I know where we're going. Hello Shari, how are you? So you know, when you've got a whole lot of scraps, you have to decide what we're doing here. So if I could do 13.5, oh, that's the scoring blade. So let's see what we can do here. 13.5. Hopefully we can do this for all of them, if I can grab just one piece by itself. Yes, this, oh, my t-shirt is caught in the other end. 13, whoop. Where is my bin? I can see it. There is just a few things between me and the bin. This is like perfect. Okay, see how many other pieces I can grab. That is another Calypso coral piece. 13.5. Now, am I thinking that this many will work across the card? I'm thinking they might. So 2, 3, and 4. I was just checking size. They will work, which is beautiful. So that's one already done. Let's see if I can reach this bin. I know. I planned on cutting full card fronts too. I definitely had that in the plan. Let's cut full card fronts and just make uber simple cards. But I've looked at these scraps and gone, we can use these. So let me, now these are definitely going to need something behind them, because it's a bit overwhelming having, well, if we just went, because one is copper, because I don't need to use the other side, I can just use 3, and even if, because these are already foam, these are already on foam, I could do that and pop one of the, ooh, okay, this is coming together. And I don't think I'd use the frame because it's tizzy enough with all the foam, with all the foil. So, right, let's just get a sticking, hey? Let's commit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the 2 outside panels on first, and then I am going to adhere the center panel, because then that way, well, in theory, I will say in theory because my hands are my hands, but in theory that means we should get adequately even spacing. And I say this all in theory. So got that one. It's not looking too bad. Put its pair on the other side. And I saw someone do something really, really cool. And they put a piece of paper just along the edge, so then you can get a straight edge. But do you know what? We're not that precise. So we are going to completely eyeball it and hope we've got this fairly even. So this is definitely copper, and this is more of a champagne foil. So every sheet has a shiny treatment to it. Okay, and this one does have, the orientation isn't necessarily what I would like it to be. I would probably prefer the orientation of these to be up and down, but that's not what's happening today. Oops. Trying. I think these are all leaning to one side. That's actually really, really bad. But can you really notice? Is it really that bad? Hey, Miss Cindy, did you finish with your bells? Vellum, yes, I do. I could use vellum, Jody, and vellum is my thing, but I'm trying to work with the scraps that I've got. And I'm even kind of thinking, okay, we've got the use it up pouch. This is where we get very serious and we see what we have in here. So I've got this, that happy birthday won't work, but it may work with, oh, that's a happy 18th birthday. That one's very specific. Okay, I do have this happy birthday. It's not very awe-inspiring, really. You are positively the greatest. I don't know that that will really work with the oval. They're competing way too much. Sending hugs, and the rest is on that. And I think they're all the actual sentiment pieces that I have. So what we could do, and I'm going to try and keep as simple as we can. I've got my double oval punch. And I have my Label Me Fancy. Oh, and did you just call out to me? No, he's mumbling, playing his game. So I have a Let's Celebrate, and that is always great for a birthday. And we're going to be super duper scientific here and check which punch Let's Celebrate fits better in. So fits really well in this one, and let me see for our double oval. It fits in both. It's probably going to be a bit of a squeeze in the double oval, and I'm thinking this one might be a bit more pleasing. Oh, you even got dinner. I'm more than happy to facilitate your schedule here, Cindy. Yes. Okay. Ah, so you mean offset it. I could do that. Because I could also, just, you know, saying what I could do, I could also pop this white. Tell me if you like it with or without the frame. I think with the frame is a bit tizzy because there's so much going on in the background. So I'm just trying to show you all this foil. But I see where you're going, Maureen. I might try that because, you know, it's only stamped ink and paper. Okay, basic white scraps. Let's grab a scrap and get a motoring stamp. Now, I'm thinking, I'm even trying to formulate what colour we are going to be using. I could just stamp 2, but I am thinking maybe the mint macaron. Let me grab that ink. Mint, mint, mint. There we go. Gold, white. I could do gold. We're trying to keep these simple. Note the word trying, because I don't think I'm quite being totally successful at this point in time. Because, mind you, we'll just see. Let's celebrate. Okay, that. I am going to grab out the Calypso Coral, because I think tonally it might just work better. I just need to do a quick clean here. So I'm going to grab my chamois. Just going to pop that out of the way for the minute. Okay, that is clean. And with my chamois, I'm more pounce it on than rub. Who's the sentiment in the middle of flower? Ah, yes, Jody, that would work as well. We will see what works. This side. I think just straight away the Calypso Coral is winning a little bit more. It's just going to stand out. So did we like the frame? You like it with the frame, Maureen. Okay. Gives it a bit, but the frame's going to sit flat because the centerpiece, the center oval is already dimensionaled, and I'm probably going to pop some dimensionals on this one as well. So let me do that while I'm in the zone of thinking about it. That one can go there. And then this strip down the side is going to be perfect for just this piece here and this one here, and just a little bit on that one. This is like using minis without using minis, if that makes sense, because I do like to finish the sheet. That will fit. Come on, don't adhere down. It's done exactly what I didn't want it to do. Okay, this one is going in the rubbish, and we shall cut another one because it was being exactly like a child, not doing what it was told. Okay, that one fits perfectly there. And I just need this one here. Try that again. There we go. Sitting perfectly. So let's try this punch, although I have a bit of an idea that I have too much on the top. Yep, so I'm going to have to not drop it on the floor. Thank you. And just going to grab my big long scissors and just take off that bulk. Oh, this actually fits even nicer than what I thought in this punch. It's like it's made for it. Okay. Take that out and rubbish. And rubbish. Right. That punch can go there. Let's have a little play with all of this. It's just, do you know what? I think I'm just going to commit. I may regret this, but I am going to commit to right there in the center. Bring this rubbish bin over, and I just spilt half the rubbish, moving it because, hey, why not? Okay, all these backings, because if I can have this sitting here, it's going to give me much more of an idea of where everything is going to sit best. And it's so good that I had these leaves already done. They just didn't work from a previous project. I can't even remember what the previous project was, but may have even been in a video. Who knows? Oh, what did I just do? Because I'm going to have to be really creative popping this down. That actually pretty much sits there. It locks in and no adhesive required. How's that? I'm not sure I'm loving the white frame though. Or do we just commit, do it, and move on to our next card? I reckon we just commit. No thinking, just doing. Okay, no thinking, just doing. Let's do it, guys. Actually, Jody, you might actually be right. Just overlaps slightly. It works even nicer. That actually, I actually like it nicer there. So, sorry, went back, read Jody's comment. So, comments always do help influence me in trying something a little bit different. Okay, so that is our first birthday card done. We've created quite a mess here. Quite a mess. Now, I'm determined to make this little mini card. Okay. So, I'm thinking, ooh, if anyone saw that fling to the side there. See, I could do that. Okay, liking that. I'm just committing because that was poorly adhered, but I can save it by covering the middle up. So these white coloured pieces are actually on shimmer paper. So I've got a bit of shimmer and shine here. Okay, I'm just going to see if I think I need any. Yeah, I do need a little bit more corralling. Oh, thank you, Carol. No, you're not super late. I'm super late. I have birthday celebrations to go to for a gorgeous 1-year-old. I mean, you guys have seen photos of him and he was so cute today. Just so cute. He is at that frustrated stage. Like if you want something and he can't get there, you know all about it. So when we were leaving, I don't think he wanted to not play with Poppy's watch. Because Poppy sets it up so whenever he presses the front of the watch, something happens. So he's there going, no, 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 I don't want to leave. It was very awfully cute. So he had a party on the weekend, which I unfortunately couldn't get to because I can't get into their house. So it's up a very, very steep hill. So we got dinner or lunch today instead, which was much quieter, except for the other screaming children at the other table. Their method of communication is screaming. Just very glad we don't have that one. Ah, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, he did get lots of cuddle. He got lots of chippies. He loves hot chips. So he was very happy. He had some of his mum's chicken schnitzel, and yes, he was a very, very happy chappy. Well, maybe if I've only placed this down, so nothing should stick too badly. But if I just lift this the tinsiest bit, ta-da, you don't even know. Now, I am thinking I will use, just let me put this back on here. I do like it, but it definitely needs a something. Just seeing what I've got here that might lift it a little bit. Oh my God, that piece was almost made for this card. Liking that. Let me see what other patterns I have. I do have a slightly, oh, that's a tinsiest piece. That is not long enough. Actually, I think I'm very happy with that. And I can do another Let's Celebrate in the Calypso Coral, and I think that will finish that one perfectly. Oh, thank you, Jody. Just using stuff up, because if I don't use it, it then gets donated to Ivy. But I like to push myself and see what I can do with these things. I don't know if you can hear the birds out the front of my house. I'm at the back of my house, but my front door's open, and we planted some plants this morning. Our gardening friends planted some plants this morning, and the birds are very, very happy on our grevilleas at the moment. They're always there having a chat and taking all the nectar out of the grevilleas, which I love. I love. Okay, so I'm going to commit, and because this is a piece of vellum, I am only putting the Stampin' seal behind the distressed gold. So then no adhesive will show through. Okay. Right. And just taking that in the middle. Now, it is not perfect because these circles aren't perfect, but do you know what? It's close enough. And that gold really gives, the distressed gold, gives a lovely, lovely pop. Some more scrap. Oh, look at that. The scraps just fell out as I picked it up. So pull this over open this, and Let's Celebrate is the perfect birthday sentiment, but you can also then use these cards for many other things, because we don't just celebrate a birthday, we celebrate lots of things, and these are just okay. I did just do that, but I saved it from my shirt, which shouldn't have been a worry because it's pink. But anyway, I'm now just going to get a paper, I was going to say paper towel, but I'm going to get a baby wipe and do clean up on aisle 3. Okay, that is just going to stay exactly like that. I also got it on the heel of my hand. My dear word. Where else did I get it? I think we're good enough for the moment. Right. So have you all shopped the last chance list? Because we don't have that much longer of our last chance list. And of course, you know that once everything from the last chance list is gone, it's gone forever. So once it's sold out, that is it. Use my finger at the bottom. So because this is a double punch, I do have the advantage of holding this paper at the bottom. And we'll just get 2 shapes, because I'm sure I can use that other shape for so many things. Right. And I can do you know what? I kind of want this separated for this one, because just up there you lose it with the stem. So just separating it is going to work perfectly. And I reckon we can at least get another card done. Oops. Come on. Right. We've got it. Okay, and with this about there, I even wanted to use some of the retiring ribbons. So that is my goal for the next card. So I'm going to use the soft seafoam side, and I do have some matching strips that I can use this as well. So, and I've got the hello Inika, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Lovely to have you back. And I've got the matching soft seafoam ribbon. So I'm thinking which way I might like this. Someone's trying to break things in my house. I don't know which person. Okay, whatever card front comes out is the one we'll use. So we will use a landscape card, side folding. Now, Cindy, thank you for popping back my bone folder. So very kind of you. Okay, give that a really nice burnish. So then it sits super flat for us. That is the whole aim of the game. Okay, kind of like that with this. Thinking, oh, have a look at it on screen in just a second. And I could use, let's see, I'm going the landscape way. Oh, that kind of does fit perfectly too. What else have I got? Or I could keep very, very monochromatic and just use one of these and just have our sentiment on it. But I feel like we have the wrong base color. I'm thinking white is washing everything out way too much. And I'm thinking crumb cake may actually be the answer. And of course, I don't have, whoa, sorry, I almost lost a whole pack of paper to the floor. Okay, so I want to score half, so 15.85, and I want to cut at 10.5, and this may just be 2 identical cards because I have enough supplies in what I've got here. Yes, Crumb or Sahara Sand, that's right. The other colour in this paper is Sahara Sand. I thought about it for a second, but I love the warmth of this, and even though Sahara Sand has a bit of a green undertone, I just wanted the warmth of the crumb cake rather than the coolness and the green of the Sahara Sand. But both would work equally as well. And I may even use a grey to stamp the sentiment, just so it's not all so tone on tone. So yes, 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 yes. So nice. Now I'm going to have to find another piece of this, which I have here. So we certainly have enough pieces, and my scrap pieces are now down significantly. So let's just grab the trimmer and trim these up, because it doesn't matter what length they are. They're just there as a layer. So they're both roughly 13.5, like the other 2 pieces as well. Let's take that out. Right. Grab my grey ink and commit to a bit of stamping here. So basic grey, and I'm going to grab the big Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday from Framed Florets, because it is such a gorgeous birthday sentiment. And I'm going to use my trick of popping a small stamp on a big block so you can see the whole lot. But I am kind of thinking of possibly using my my ones that are already on foam adhesive, because that will add some instant dimension to the card. Oh wow, it is early. You did miscount the. Hello, Miss Paula, how are you? Yes, I love this set too. So I just need my scrap paper, because we're just no Stamparatus. We are just going for it. Okay, we're good. Now we are going this way. Just pray for me. Pray to the Stampin' gods. Okay, that came out quite nicely. That's one down, not perfect, but quite nicely. We can't complain. And yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm calling those two good, or good enough. Actually, I know someone with the surname Good Enough. He's a lovely, lovely man. Okay, now we really shouldn't be using wet glue on these, because I'll show you from our first one, you can see the little, I can, or at least I can in real life, see they look like bubbles where the glue has been. But anyway, we will live with it because it goes okay. Oh yes, the frame florets fonts are beautiful. Thank you, Paula. Yes, you can go. Oh, that glue. Oh, are you kidding me? Let me just get that glue up. That's annoying. And just a little bit here and here. Right. Now we flip this over and we stick this down. So by putting this on the crumb cake as opposed to the white, which I was envisaging at the start, we don't need to add another matte layer, like another card layer behind it, which is kind of what I was envisaging as like, oh, just keep this simple and keep going. So that was the other reason I changed my base color. So let's trim this off and stick on the other card. We'll still have lots of bits and bobs left, but hey, making 4 cards from scratch in about an hour is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, and this here. Oh no, I need to go over there because that edge isn't actually straight, but that's okay. It's all good, all good. And just trim our ends. Bring in my rubbish bin here. Friend. Thank you. Nothing a wet finger won't fix. Now I have this piece which can just sit there. I'm just gonna have a look at it on screen. It sits nicely there. We could use a matte layer, but do we really need it? Because a lot of it is going to be covered up anyway. So I think I'm just going to wing it. And look, what I could do actually, because I have the ink here, I could do a faux matte. And I'll show you, sorry for that sound. I am going to push the edge of this paper into mint macaron ink, which is kind of the color that is in here, and it gives a faux matte look without the bulk of a matte. So let's see how that works. Whoop. Right. You can go on a bit of an angle if you want more. So you can see now when I put that down, it looks like I've added a whole mat, but I've really just inked the very edge of the paper. So that is a trick for you to take and use abundantly, because it is a really, really simple fix. Okay, right. So do many of you use that hack? Have you seen it before? It's just amazing. These are exactly the same papers, just inverted. Okay. And I've got to think about how we're using ribbon on this as well. So I was about to stick it on and I went, no, we said we were going to use ribbon, and we are. Okay. Maureen, I don't know how you're still awake. I'm not even going to ask the time if it's that bad in Europe. Okay, that's there. So, oops. Is this ribbon going to work? Let's just go for it with one, and I can change it with the other. Okay. And because this whole back is sticky, it makes it super easy to do what I want to do. That's a little better. And I just want to end this bottom piece down here. So I've just added some ribbon loops to the back. I probably should stop right there and grab my ribbon scissors. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not even 1 a.m. Cannot complain about that at all. Okay, and then I should have enough stick. What other stuff went flying when I did that? I should have enough stick to go right there. There's stuff missing, and this one definitely needs some bling bling. And I'm just grabbing my iridescent rhinestones. The other cards didn't need it. This card just needs a little something something. Right. Just around the sentiment, I feel. Come on, come off. Right. It's like has a hair stuck to it. Maybe I do just need a tinsy one. I think that looks perfect. I'll answer that. Canada. Oh, you've already done it. East Coast Canada. Okay, so I might do the same thing again. So you can see how the foam sheets have given this whole back a sticky surface, which I really just used the frames for, and it was the card I blogged the other day, the Christmas card. I used these frames, and these were the happy leftovers. Oh, this is the only ribbon I have left. How well have I used this ribbon? Maybe okay, this one is getting, no. I'm going to grab some white ribbon just for something a little different. But do you know what is so satisfying? That I have finished a roll of ribbon before the catalogue ends. Now this is very thin ribbon. So this is our crinkle seam binding. So I'm going to get unstuck. I just want to take some of this off the roll. Right, then I've got some length to work with. And I don't want any twists in it. And one more down. My fingers are like totally stuck here, but you can see you just get a different effect with the different color. Okay, and this has plenty of stick. Because we've got the white on the matte foil here, I think it's going to work particularly well. Okay, I just moved that, which that looks better, which a foam adhesive definitely allows me to do. Maybe some pearls for this one. Let's see what I find first. Pearls or some sequin gems. Iridescent pearls. That's what I found first. So just use a couple of these. So the iridescent rhinestones and iridescent pearls. Definitely getting a bit of a workout here. And then go here. I might use 3 up here. Stick down, thank you. Because these are a little bit smaller than the other one. Now that is not on straight, and I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. So same card, just with two very different. Good morning, Donna. How are you? So same card, different ribbon, different embellishment. Actually, I need to move one of these embellishments. It's annoying me. That one's not going to be the one that moves. This is going to be the one that moves. No, it's going to stay right there. That's fine. Just has a little bit of putty, which I can just hopefully pull out. It's not wanting. There we go. Okay, they're a bit too in line for my liking. Okay, I've got a huge mess here, so I'm going to try and show you what I've used. So I have used quite a few of my use it up pieces. So I've got all these frames and ovals from the Framed Florets dies, so I've used a number of those. Inks doesn't matter. These scraps, all these pieces of designer series paper are the Splendid Day, and literally I had a pretty full scraps container, and I have dwindled it down. I will probably in the next couple of days go back and cut some card fronts and make some even more simple cards. But that's okay. We have done what we have done here today, and we have got the desired result. I've got 4 birthday cards. Sorry, dropping stuff in my rubbish bin. I've got 4 birthday cards to add to my stash. Just going to put away a couple of pairs of scissors here that are in the way. So the punch I used, some more use it up bits that can go back in there. Okay, ink's out of the way. Grab some scraps that can go back in here, because everything needs to go back in their home, despite the fact I did lose the base plate for my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. No idea where that went recently, but it went bye-byes. It just grew feet, walked off and went away. Oh no, oh, I'm so sorry you're having bad snow. I mean, I think it'd be lovely to have a white Christmas, but if it's bad snow, I don't wish that on anybody. So 2 landscape, 2 portrait cards. The stamp sets we have used is Splendid Day, which coordinates with the paper, and we have used framed florets. Okay, so for these big sentiments, we used framed florets. We used the double oval punch for these ones, and this is using the framed florets dies, which go with this and are available early for purchase right now. The bling I use, iridescent pearls and iridescent rhinestones, because you know we can't have enough iridescence in our life. So I used both of those, and we are totally crooked. No one told me how crooked we were. That's better. So much better. I'm glad you like the cards. We've used foil and we've used the matte foil, so we're definitely blingy. Ah, you use the double oval. I see, I like a large sentiment. So I sometimes look at the double oval and go, oh, that's a bit small. But I'm actually impressed. Sorry, I'm just going to turn it around because you really can't see the punch. Yes, it is. It is. And do you know what? It fitted perfectly with the Let's Celebrate, and I really thought it would be a push to use it. So grab out your scraps, see what you can create, because these 4 cards are just off scraps. And I cut 3 card bases and use some scrap white for these sentiments. The rest of it is all scrap. So look at your leftover pieces and see what you can do with them, because they are definitely useful and you can make some unexpected cards with them. So thank you. Oh yeah, it'll be available really soon, Paula, and I look forward to seeing you on the replay. So I do have the shop link pinned in the chat, or I have it in the description box below. Just remember, this Splendid Day paper and the Splendid Thoughts stamp set is only available for now a very, very limited time. So please don't miss out. If you do love them, grab them while you can. So have an amazing couple of days. I will be back on Tuesday. And do you know what? We may make those other Splendid Day cards that I had in my head on Tuesday. You never know what will happen. I won't make any commitments. That will be a Facebook live video that I will then share over here on YouTube in a few hours after it is live. So thanks for keeping me company. Sorry I was late, but you know, cute 1-year-olds win hands down every time. Have an amazing Christmas. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. So I won't see you before Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you can enjoy some wonderful time with your family this weekend. Have an amazing one, and I will chat with you next week. Bye.